Hello everybody, welcome back to a video in a different platform on EDpuzzle. I figured out how to upload my own videos to EDpuzzle. I am doing it this once because as I was grading your worksheets, right, so your formula naming, formula writing worksheets, I noticed that there was a very large amount of people writing their compounds and their formulas incorrectly. So wrong size subscripts, wrong size symbols, and I just want to make sure that that's cleared up before you take your quiz, because it doesn't matter how correct you write the formula. If your format is wrong, the question is wrong. Does that make sense? So I just don't want you to get stupid points taken off, because apparently I did not clearly state how to write a formula, since so many people are writing them so terribly. Okay, so before I do that, I'm just going to do a quick little recap. I want to make this EDpuzzle no longer than 8 minutes. I'm really going to try that. If it's longer, please forgive me. I know you're on break. I hope you're having a nice break so far. I just really wanted to give this to you because I feel like it's also an easy grade after, grading those exams. And it's good practice. So let's start. Everyone should know that naming ionic compounds should require a cation that's written first and an anion that's written second. Okay, there are two types of cations that you can come across. Okay, a monoatomic cation and a polyatomic cation. Okay, so what does mono mean? Mono means one. So one atom cation. Basically, a fancy way of saying a singular atom with a positive charge. Here's 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 a singular atom with a positive charge, right? So these are all what we call monoatomic cations because they are one single element and they are positively charged, so they are cations. Okay? Another type of cation that you might come across are polyatomic cations. There's only one polyatomic cation that you know of, ammonium. Okay, polyatomic, so multiple atoms, right? I have multiple atoms here, and it's a cation, it's positively charged. Okay, so those are the two types of cations that you will see in an ionic formula. And they're always written first, right? Always written first. So if I have a normal monoatomic cation that is not a transition metal, I just write the element's name. So this is sodium, this is calcium. Perfect. However, if I have a Roman numeral element, such as a transition metal, right, they require Roman numerals, I will put the element's name, so manganese, okay, and the charge written in Roman numerals. Right, all of these are examples of monoatomic cations. So we know that transition metals require Roman numerals, and non-transition metals, you just write the element without Roman numerals. Okay? Polyatomic cations, again, there's only one of them. You just write it exactly as is, just the name, ammonium. That's it. No Roman numerals, nothing like that, just the name of it. Okay? Anion, we have the same situation. We can have a monoatomic anion or a polyatomic anion. So a monoatomic anion could be chlorine or chloride, right? Fluoride. We have this guy, we have this guy, we have this guy. All of these are examples of mono. Mono means one. Atomic anion. One element, and they're negatively charged. Okay, polyatomic, I have multiple atoms, such as this guy, and they have a negative charge. This is nitrate, right? This is phosphate. This is cyanide. This is hydroxide. This is carbonate, right? So all of these are polyatomic anions because they have multiple atoms, right? Multiple atoms. And they have, multiple atoms and they have a negative charge, right? So these are polyatomic anions. Now, when you're writing the name of the monoatomic anion, such as the plain elements here, all you have to do is add "ide" to the ending. Chloride, oxide, phosphide, fluoride, nitride, iodide. If you have a polyatomic anion in your formula, in your name, you just say the name of the ion. Nitrite, hydroxide, cyanide, phosphite, carbonate. Just say the name. That's it. Okay? These names are pre-given. You have to memorize them. These, you just add "ide" to the end of the root. Very simple. Okay, here are some examples. I'm not going to necessarily go over them in detail, but you should know this by now.